Lovely souls. Thank you for joining me for this video that's helping us heal our minds after severe narcissistic abuse. At this channel, I definitely am helping anyone who is trying to trust their minds again after severe gaslighting and things like that. And so, one of the aspects, and there's so many aspects and directions this thing can go, we're going to talk about a new perspective to look at unforgivable acts of loveless people. Now, as we're learning the art of forgiveness, it does take time, and we'll get different perspectives and viewpoints as we, get to know the layers of forgiveness. And one of the new insights I'm getting is that forgiveness doesn't have to be a struggle. One of the things that I am making peace with is that people who do not have love in their life because they do not take the time to love themselves, and so they express that to the outside world that they do not have love in their life. They do unforgivable acts so that we can remain in resentment towards them, so that we can keep trauma bonds towards them, so that they can energy harvest off of us. For some people, this is subconscious. And those who are in the esoteric world know holding resentment keeps you trauma bonded to people. So if you find yourself consistently working on forgiveness, because loveless people are consistently trying to, harm you in some form or fashion because they can tell they're harming themselves, even if it's subconsciously. Let's look into some ways that we can just make our lives easier. Just because we reach a certain level of success does not mean, past people who we have walked away from and who we have healed from or are healing from, it doesn't mean they're going to join the healing journey. And that's just sometimes part of the closure. So, I'm using my African Goddess Oracle deck. Ooh. Aww. The overall energy is Queen of Sheba, Secrets Revealed. So, what I'm looking at is the Queen of Sheba is very comfortable in her, it's like she has her own palace here. So, she has her own palace, she has her own idea of wealth, and she easily attracts it. The Queen of Sheba effortlessly is able to manifest her idea of abundance. And what I'm picking up is that those who do not have love, who would like you to be resentful towards them, they can see that you're unique. The way you express your abundance is so unique. There is no way to compete with you. So they may, do unforgivable acts so that you're not able to manifest the things that you love. I mean, if you're not able to manifest the things that they love for them, they don't want you to manifest the things that you love for yourself. Part of being human is accepting the complexities that come with humanity. And as humans, our internal worlds are so rich. And if our internal worlds are deficit, then we see through the eyes of lack. But those who, are able to overcome, generational curses of lack, well, we tend to attract the attention of those who would like to put us back into a position where we can be easily controlled and manipulated through deception by, in our moments of need, they're able to provide things that we feel as if we're settling for, where they create these rules where you can only get this if you do this. And when we go above and beyond to effortlessly manifest our desired reality, well, anything that anyone said about you that was lies, or any harm that anyone did to you, it starts to show. Because if you're manifesting, abundance that everyone else is used to seeing, then you don't really, your authenticity doesn't show. The Queen of Sheba is one of a kind. So you are one of a kind as a manifester. And because you're manifesting very specific things, it it tells on those who went above and beyond to defamate your character or paint you in a light that you're not. So if you can understand how these people, they do unforgivable acts because they do not want others to know how they have harmed you, but more so, they're afraid of actually being honest with how they've harmed themselves. So it's easier to project the self-harm onto another. And someone who has secrets about the harm that they have done, they will go above and beyond to hide it. We have Goddess Ayizan miracles. So when you consistently choose to stay on your throne and remain graceful, miracles naturally happen for you. And this is one of the ways these beautiful blessings show up miraculously and things like that. Your cup will always be overflowing, and you will never have to live in fear of anyone taking your overflowing blessings. Do you feel the protection that Goddess Ayizan has around her? Do you see the bounty that she has as she's maintaining her grace? And do you see how she is protecting her crown chakra? So if you're watching this, perhaps you should get something to cover your head. This will prohibit less psychic attacks, you know what I'm saying? And, that's just a side note. To protect your crown chakra. We have Goddess Sekhmet, Wounded Healer. So, do you see how Goddess Sekhmet is shameless and fearless? I feel that the people who have harmed you, before you just openly accepted that you are a healer, they wanted to shame you for your brazenness. They wanted to shame you for your authenticity. In fact, your sexuality may have been targeted and things of that. Your ability to, connect with ancient knowledge frightened some of these people who harmed you. They didn't like how you were able to influence like the moon. And so they hoped that by harming you, you would see yourself through the eyes of shame. But Goddess Sekhmet is here, and she is embracing the vulnerability of showing her beautiful boobs and her stomach. Her stomach is not flat. Her stomach is as is. So I feel like in this moment, one way to make peace with the past is to simply, accept your body as is and to fully embrace your sexuality. I really feel that pleasure will help you heal from the consistent attacks that these individuals may try to, send your way. Yes, you are protected. However, there's no reason that you should discipline yourself to the point where you have no compassion, because this is you punishing yourself. So as you are increasing self-discipline, also remember to enjoy your life and the fruits of your labor, and connecting to your physical body in as intimate a way with yourself will definitely help you attract, your manifestations. You are able to manifest by yourself. We have Goddess Mojaji, manifestation. Your manifestations may come in unexpected ways and things of that nature. And do not fear that you may have missed out on a manifestation. You may just, in that moment need a new perspective to see it. Because I saw 1001. So it's kind of like you may be, others may be mirroring to you your fears while you're mirroring back to them their fears, and you're being asked to understand that there's different sides to you, where sometimes you want to be with people and sometimes you don't. And those who are not able to accept that you don't want to be with them, if they go above and beyond to force their energy on you, that is not compatible with, you know, the equal give and take reciprocation. Because dynamics where one person is forcing themselves on you, they're going to go above and beyond to get you to try to chase after them, because they're going to feel emotionally slighted, because they're emotionally slighting themselves. And if they're not able to accept that they're 11, they're not able to accept that they're doing this to themselves, they'll project it onto you. So while the connection may start out as, you know, you're consistently talking about things you have in common, it can end up going to a place where you're like, I really feel as if I want time to myself. And people who have not yet healed from, or not healing a spirit of entitlement within themselves, they're more than likely going to attack you spiritually behind closed doors, hoping to get a reaction out of you in the physical world. Okay, so this is where loveless people will possibly doing magic as they're doing these unforgivable acts and cloaking. So let's get another message for you, beautiful, lovely souls. And I hope that you guys are able to see the depthness of forgiveness. Forgiveness is not, okay, I'm aware of what's going on right now and things like that, and now I don't feel anything. It could just simply be, you know, sometimes you're gonna still feel the pain and create, you know, create to where you feel, create to where you feel like you're able to move past the emotional triggers, I guess. So we have the following messages, and this is a channel message. We know that she is a royal being destined for peace and travel. We know she is capable of making her own choices. Perhaps someone close in your life is dealing with 1313 is dealing with individuals who are trying to control them. You may, you know, the loveless people in your life may be trying to hurt those closest to you by controlling them, hoping that you will be able to feel the pain of how they're making your loved ones closest to you feel. However, you can rest assured that this person is safe. I found peace and I'm not letting it go. Try me, bitch. What I'm picking up is that if these loveless people are trying to control someone close to you, you staying in your power is energetically giving this person the strength to do the same. So there's no need to worry about the safety of your loved ones. You know, when we hear messages that our loved ones are safe, that doesn't mean that everything is, oh, everyone's on the same page. It means that your loved ones are blessed with the strength to keep going. I did a pick a card, how to protect yourself from energy vampires, custom made long term. You guys should check that out if you feel led to, but only if you feel led to. And giving and receiving. I really feel that this is a time in your life where you're going to definitely be experiencing equal give and take from people who care about you. And loveless people don't have that. So them doing unforgivable acts is literally them expressing the anguish that they feel for the relationships that they have that are not fulfilling. So without further ado, let's cleanse the energy, and I hope that this different insight can help you have more compassion for your enemies as you develop deeper compassion for yourself.